Hello there. Alrighty then. Oh, that's immediately one person gone. Frick. I just dropped something. Shit. I mean, crap. Well, nobody's watching this, so it won't be demonetized. What's up? Alright, so I literally just had the idea of starting up this stream and then having somebody pick an aircraft or something like this from the massive list thing here, and I'd give a little brief summary of the history of it. How does that sound? Yeah, I don't have the greatest of internet, so basically just pick a plane or anything, and I'll just give a brief synopsis of it. And hold on, let's see. You might hear some echo. Alright, looks great. It's good to see. Wait, what do you mean you can't see anything? Try hitting the refresh button. I don't know. Let's I don't break it. Let's start with the P-26. So if you don't know, this is the P-26. It was primarily used as a training aircraft. It was built in the mid 1930s. Uh, can you? Okay, you're all good. This was built in the mid 1930s by Boeing. Yes, the same guys that made the 747 started out with this thing. So mainly a training aircraft. It was very small. When it was used in combat, it was typically armed with 2 machine guns, as it is here. This is the like army version of it, I guess. Very small, very easy to fly. It's got a nice cockpit. Simplistic dashboard, everything like that. Open canopy. And you see that giant tube on the front there? Like, it looks like a giant barrel. Yeah. The thing that's right in front of my face, it's literally, that's how they aimed it. It's just a massive tube. Which I find so hilarious. Wasn't great in a combat role. Oh dear Christ. Okay. Let's make sure that I don't crash my damn plane. But not the greatest combat aircraft, but it was good at training and everything like that. As you can see, couldn't really kill anything. And yeah, that's about it for the P-26. That's so there's that. Then let's see. We got pick a some of these I won't be able to like show in a test flight, but like if there's red around them, I can't show them in a test flight, but I can like talk about them a little bit. So, pick another one. By the way, these are open to talk about and whatnot. And I can go to USA, Germany, USSR, Great Britain, Japan, China, Italy, France, or Sweden. So, which yellow and blue one? The F2A, the B10, Thatcher's F2A, the F4, the F3, F2, or the BTD. Ah, the F2A. Alright, so the F2A it's fun. It was made by Brewster, which is not a very well-known company. It wasn't very big, and it really like basically it just made the F2A, and then like all the contracts, all the stuff that it tried to put out there were kind of overshadowed by Grumman. Um, Mainly with the naval aircraft manufacturing company, and this is pretty much all it produced. Just Brewster F2A Buffalo. Now the Brewster F2A Buffalo was, as you can see, it was very thick. It was chubby. It did not turn well. It was not fast, but it was there, basically. The first iterations of it had a very simplistic armament of 150 caliber and 130 caliber machine gun stuck in the nose. See those two holes in the nose? This is the 30 count, and this is the 50 count. Oh, this one has the 350 counts. Shut up, potatoes. Who do you think you are? A Lance Corporal? Alright. By the way, this map is Midway. Yeah. It's supposed to be modeled after Midway. I, no, wait, no, I think it's... Yeah, this is Midway. I agree, it is very pog. So the F2A Buffalo was made, I think, in the mid to late 1930s, and quickly fell into obscurity over, like, in favor of Grumman aircraft. So, yeah. Not a whole lot is really known about the Buffalo other than, like, it extremely underperformed. Basically, from where the pilot is sitting to, like, the front of the aircraft, it's just engine. But even the engine was, like, crappy. Oh dear Christ. Did not mean to do that. Oh well, it's fine. Everything's fine. So, let's see. What shall... Yes, you can be on stream. You'd have to hop into a party chat with me. But I can do that. Give me one brief second here. You wouldn't be heard on the stream if you weren't in a VC. If you were in a VC, you'd have to be on a proper in a proper party with me. I think he's either in mom's room or outside. So, if you wanna be heard and whatnot, why are you getting with the dog, Dad?
No, you were like, if you wanna. I said, if you wanna be my lover, with my friend.
I don't want to be your lover, Dad. I'm sorry. All right, who
Spice
want?
Girls.
I know it's the Spice Girls, but just the implications of it. All right, so pick a new aircraft. Potatoes, you still watching? Sounds like it's. I don't think that. Okay, good. Potatoes, pick an airplane. SB2U. Yes, the Vindicator. All right, I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna switch this to arcade battles quickly, just so that way I don't blow myself up with my own bomb. And let's change this to 800. Ground targets. Armor targets. There we go. Alright, the SV2U Vindicator. If I recall correctly, it was made by, what was it? Oh, I have it. Hold on. Let me pull it up. Oh yeah, it was made by Voight, the same guys that made the uh Corsair, made this thing. It was a very early war bomber type, dive bomber type thing, and you can tell it's made by Voight because of the fact that it has gull type wings. It was basically like the first. It was like the before version of the SBD. It was phased out from the Navy after a while. You see the little like rack type thing in the middle of the aircraft where the bomb is at. It's called the bomb sling, and what it'll do is it'll literally when the when to ensure that the bomb was launched away from the aircraft and it didn't run into the airplane while it was diving, they'd have on what we called like bomb slings, and what they do is they literally like slingshot the bomb. No, I will not be doing a face reveal on stream because of the fact that I am not spending $60 for freaking webcam. But yeah, literally, like, dive bombers literally would yeet their bombs towards their target. It's hilarious. I'll see if I can get a good like, here. So, 1, 2, and then watch the bomb. They literally yeet the bomb towards their target. And the reason why they did that is because, typically when they're diving, they would, like, and if they didn't have the sling to drop the bomb would, literally collide with the, propeller, or the prop, and would blow up the aircraft. So, the bomb sling became a standard on most dive bombers. Almost every single dive bomber type you'll see from World War II had some sort of bomb sling type apparatus. Oh, you'll see what happens if you're on the receiving end here in a second. So the Vindicator carried a typical bomb load of either two 250-pound and one 500-pound bombs, or one 1,000-pound bomb. So just watch this howitzer. I'm just gonna drop a single bomb on him. And put another bomb right about here. And finally, let's do some stun. Where's good? Where the good stun flying? Oh, I've got a great idea. Oh, just wait till you see the 500 pounds. Still need to fix that. I don't want to have my bullets phasing through things. I wonder if I can get this to skip. Yes, there was an actual tactic used during World War II. Skip bomb. It was actually used by twin-engine B-25 Mitchells, and I'll show that in a little bit. And what they do is you have to get at a certain speed. Nope, I didn't get that one to skip. The first version of the Vindicator had two 30 caliber machine guns. The second version had, the one that I'm flying right now has 2 rounds. So yeah. Yeah, there's that one. I'm gonna just reload the bombs quickly to show you like a full explosion. So thank you. Alright. And I'm gonna drop them all like together, so 3, 2, 1. Yeah, it's not fun. It's not fun being on the receiving end of bombs. Alright. Shall we look at the Vindicator's bigger brother? I think we should. I think we really, really should. And let's see here. We'll take a couple more aircraft in the American field, I guess. I'll also grab a couple over here, and then we'll move over to something like, we'll go Germany. So I'm thinking we'll go with the, let's go to P-47. P-47 is very, very fun. I unfortunately only have the 500-pound bomb unlocked for this one, but it's fine. Let's go 400. And I'll keep it there. So the P-47, it shares a name with the A-10, aka the Burt plane, the one that everyone loves, that like can absolutely kick butt. And this is basically the A-10's grandpa. The P-47 was designed by the company Republic, and it was designed to be basically a very thick aircraft. It was designed around the Pratt & Whitney double wasp engine. So basically they took the engine and built the plane around it. Much like the A-10 Warthog is a plane that was built around the gun. So the thing about the P-47 was it was good. It was good at dogfighting. It was good at like bomber escort, but it was great at ground attacking, as you'll see here in a second. Armed typically with eight 50 caliber Browning machine guns. And being able to carry, I think it up to 6,000 pounds of bombs and other munitions. It was terrifying, and it easily fit the ground attack control. And another major thing about the P-47 was it was a beast at surviving damage. There was a story during World War II where this one P-47 pilot literally had his aircraft lit on fire and thrown into a flat spin. So basically, like, doing this just constantly while on fire, no engine. Somehow the fire went out, the engine restarted, and then he proceeded to have a German FW-190 empty the entirety of, and basically had forced a German to literally use all of its ammo to try and take him down and survive. I think came out of the battle with 1,000 bullet holes. And yet, it survived and flew back home. I missed that bomb. That was terrible. So yeah, this is what is called the Razorback P-51. I mean, not P-51, P-47. Because because as you can see, the back here, you can't really see it at the back. Later versions of the P-47 had what was called a bubble canopy, and it allowed for improved visibility and improved like situational awareness. So yeah, but the Razorback P-47 has a special, unique look to it that the bubble canopy P-47 just could not capture as well. Oh, I also gotta show something. So, by the way, War Thunder, like, they have updated the visuals in the game tremendously. So, like, the explosions look really good, right? Just watch. Just look at that. And then they've got it that way, the flames and fire, even when you crash into stuff, look absolutely amazing. So I'm just gonna slam to the side of this oil derrick here. So it looks absolutely, like, fabulous. And I think we just lost all of the viewers watching, so that's great. Already at 24 minutes. Nice. So, I got that. Let's go with one more aircraft. We'll go with the A-26. So the A-26, made by Douglas, is basically the bigger, scarier version of the A-20. Hold on, I'll show you. I'll just show you what the A-20 is. This is the A-20. We're using the premium version of the A-26, which was basically the bomber version, is what we're looking at. But the A-26 was a monster of an airplane. It's able to carry, that's what, 5,000, that's 5 times 10, that's what, that's 50, so 5,000 pounds of bombs it was able to carry, or yeah, it was it could easily invade a small country. And funnily enough, the name of the aircraft was in fact the Invader. So we're gonna go with, let's go with the 10-500s. So it's basically made. It was a precursor. Oh, no, not a precursor. It was a successor to the A20. It was made by. It was fast. It could carry a lot, and yeah, it was loved. It actually fought in the Korean War and everything. Took what, crew of what? 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna take a navigator. It's 4. Crew of 3 or 4. Should probably not have done that. Oh, interesting thing about the this version of the A26. So if you look at the turret things, you'll notice that they don't have like a direct person like controlling them in them. So these are remote controlled turrets. Yeah, so the guy that's sitting back here controlled the back 2 turrets, and I think there was. Yeah, so it was, so the guy controlled the 2 turrets in the back. There, we're just gonna call him Steve, chilling right there in the back. So the guy up front was the bombardier slash nose. Basically, if something was coming from the front, the guy in the front would control the turrets. Came from the back, the guy in the back controlled the turrets. And now you're gonna see a lot of explosives. It also has a lot of guns. I'll show you from the front what it looks like. That's 8 machine guns, 5,000 pounds of bombs, as well as the 2 turrets, each having 2 caliber machine guns. Suffice to say, it was terrifying to fight against. It was also very fast. Like, it excelled at its job. And I'm going to pull what's called an Operation Rolling Thunder. Alright. So, to whoever is still watching, first of all, I want, if I could, I'd give you a medal for not dying of boredom. Second, I would like to know if you want to see actual, like, combat and actual stuff, like, me fighting things, so I could show you, like, what some of these things would be like. If you're thinking of, you know, that, let me know. Don't be shy. Oh, oh, Jap Japanese fighters. Do you know what he do you know what he flew? My guess is it would be, here's my guess. It would be SBD, TBF, SB2C, or B-24. I'll give you a little, like, I'll show you a few of them, so that way, like, you know what they look like. So this is the SBD. Um, Basically the greatest dive bomber of World War II. And if you want to fight me on it, you can fight me on it, but I will tell you again and again, it's just the best. The TBF, these are famous because, like, a flight of them, um, Flight 9 flew TBFs, and they were the ones that disappeared in the Bermuda Triangle. Or Flight 19, not Flight 9. The SP2C. So, a hilarious thing about the SP2C was it was basically supposed to be like a better version of the SBD, and it was really good. Just the pilots loved the SBD and hated the SP2C, and literally said that the SP2C that the designation SP2C stood for son of a bitch second class. They hated this thing. Like it was so good, and it was modern, and it was updated, but they just hated it. And then there's the infamous B-24. B-24, one of the most widely produced aircraft. I think literally, what was it? Like 40 or 50 of them were produced like every day from a single plant. Also, whoever sat in here, basically, like, they would be decapitated on takeoff, or if, like, the pilots didn't do things properly and were not smart with taking off. Yeah. There's actually stories of, like, what was it? If you've ever read the book Unbroken, this is the aircraft that they flew. It flew over both the Pacific and the Europe, and pissed off both the Japanese and the Germans. Like, both of them hated them. Same thing with the B-17. And everyone knows about the B-17. And then, or you could have also been like, could have been a gunner for something like a B-34, but I highly doubt that. But here's Japan. So most likely the aircraft that your great-great-grandfather, oh, not great-great-grandfather, but great-grandfather would have been fighting would have been the A6M0. So there's a whole spiel. There's a whole thing on the A6M0. I'm going to go into realistic battles because why the hell not? And so the A6M0 came out around 1940 and was actually like present a bit at during Pearl Harbor, but despite what media will tell you, it was not actually like that prominent at Pearl Harbor. Mostly what was there, the fighters that were there to escort the Vals and Kates, was the A5M4, which is basically like the pudgier younger brother of the A6M. This thing was a beast. It was terrifying to fight against because it has little to no armor. It's fast. It was fast, like very fast, and it could like pretty much turn on a dime. Like, the turn radius of this thing is like little to nothing. The American aircraft, most of the American aircraft, basically this thing was unequal and nothing could compete against it until 1943 when the F6F came out and was made by Grumman specifically to fight the Zero. At no equal in the skies, it claimed hundreds of American aircraft, and it was also instrumental. It was like one of the first kamikaze type built aircraft. Do you know anything about the kamikaze aircraft? You will know that they were terrifying to American sailors because you can shoot down a plane just out the bomb, but you can't shoot down a plane that is a bomb as easily, if that makes sense. One of the other main reasons why the Zero was so terrifying is because the pilots that flew them were literally, like, they beat you up. Like, they had you fight each other. And, like, basically how it went was they took the top, like, 500 then cut it down to the top 250, then cut it down to the top 100, then cut it down to the top 50, and the top 50 would be the ones that were able to fly the Zero. It also was typically the first versions of them were armed with the with two 7.7 no 7.62 millimeter machine guns, or 30 caliber machine guns, and two 20 millimeter cannons. And you put the two of them together, and you got a very terrifying combination of guns. It was said that American pilots, if they were to face a Zero, were not to turn fight a Zero, because within 2 turns the Zero would be on your tail and you'd be shot down. However, the thing about the Zero that was not good was the fact that it literally was basically made out of paper mache in terms of armor. Like, one of the favorite spots and one of the best spots to shoot a Zero would be, you see where the wing connects to the fuselage there. Like right next to, basically they were told to aim for the red dot on the side of the aircraft. Because if they shot there, right, like I guess, right in this little area here is a fuel tank. So what they do is if basically if any rounds landed there, it would blow off both the wing and set the aircraft on fire almost immediately. It also exploded very, very well. Here, I'll show you in a second. Towards the later halves of the war, they got multiple upgrades. It got armament and engine upgrades. Never added any armor to it, because who the hell needs armor when you can outturn anything under the rising sun? But yeah, I'm gonna do a quick thing here and just see, it exploded very well. So it could have been that, and then other aircraft that it could have fought that your great-grandfather probably would have been fighting against would be the Ki-43. And the Ki-43, it's very interesting, because what would happen is, basically, it was made to be a single-engined monoplane fighter that could outperform biplanes in terms of turning and maneuverability. It basically was designed to be like, they literally had to change it so that way it was like super skinny on the back and like super, like, basically what they did is they had to change it to look like a toothpick to make it do impossible things. Like, it had some of these like tightest turning and some like the shortest basically it could outturn anything. It could outdo anything when it was built. And it was also supposed to go like stupidly fast for an aircraft during the time. So they made it have literally no armor. It had a tiny ass tail. It had a tiny ass fuselage. Giant freaking engine, like the biggest engine that they could fit in it. Tiny guns. Basically everything was tiny except for the engine and that stuff. And it was freaking. It's hard to quantify it in a way that like makes sense. Also, with the the Japanese could not for the life of them make good 30 caliber machine guns. In War Thunder we call these Spartans. And there's also this glitch. this? Alright. Would you kindly start on fire, please? Okay, the valve does not want to start on fire, sadly. So this is the first version of the Q-43. The second version, the later war version, was armed with two 50 caliber machine guns that were a lot scarier and a lot easy and a lot like better, I guess. And that's my ammo. So let's quickly see some. Do you want to see some Soviet aircraft? Y'all want to see some Soviet aircraft or not? Yes, the 50 caliber machine guns, the same ones that were typically used by Americans. So here's how you can tell which aircraft have which. So let's just go with this one, the P-36G. So this right here, 12.7 millimeters. 12.7 millimeters translated over to calibers, it's a 50 caliber machine gun. 7.62 is 30 caliber machine gun. That's basically it's a Deagle round, like a Desert Eagle, and a M4, like, or like an M16. Basically, that's how you can tell. And just imagine this. And the Americans built really they installed really good machine guns, which were hello Sib, which were the Browning M2 Browning not submachine guns, machine guns. And John Moses Browning, the guy who made it, like, basically, they were some of the best machine guns in the world. Japan had okayish. No, this is War Thunder. Japan had okayish 50 caliber machine guns. They weren't popularized really a whole lot. Germany basically ignored 50 caliber machine guns in favor of 7.62s or 30 cals. They actually had 7.92s, and they basically switched out the 50 cals on the Americans and put more or less 20 millimeter autocannons. The Russians, they just love their Shavak machine guns and cannons. They preferred 20 millimeter cannons and 12.7 millimeter machine guns towards the later half of the later like areas. Got it. But yeah, y'all want to see? What do you want to see? Oh, I gotta quickly talk about Great Britain. So the British had they popularized what was called the Vickers machine gun and the Hispano Souza 20 millimeter cannons. Now the Hispano cannons, like, they were good. In War Thunder, they're not so much because they used to basically, like, they used to break the game. Hello, Single Cell. I am literally just streaming this for no reason other than to, like, explain airplanes and give history because somebody dared me to talk about aircraft. Hi, Quint. So, yeah, one of my friends dared me to name off aircraft, so I've been, like, trying to name off every single aircraft, and I did that at one point, and now I'm just doing this for shits and giggles. By the way, like, I don't care if I swear. YouTube isn't gonna demonetize me because nobody cares enough for this channel to demonetize it. Anyway, yeah. So the British popularized the Hispano 20mm cannons. They also had a habit of putting just freaking massive like cannons on a couple of their planes, like this one, the Hurricane Mark IV. And I'm gonna show you the size of this. So, Sib, just chill out. Sib, silence. By the way, Sib, are you all right? So, how many people here are British? I'm gonna take that as a no one. All right. So, yes. By the way, okay, Sib. Are you in Britain right now? Wait, Quint is British? Oh, okay. So, yes, I'm gonna hit the map here. How many of you recognize this area? How many of y'all recognize this area? Okay, are you all from Britain now? Like, have you, Quint? Oh, hold on. See that thing up there? See that thing right there, the Lancaster. And only give cheap crickets there. So this right here is armed with it's the Vickers cannon. 40mm cannon. Basically a tank cannon. Sadly, no, not sweet cheeses. I got you. Like, literally, these things are so large. No, I don't want your address to get understand so I can understand what the place is. Okay? Stop outrunning me, Lancasters. Silence, son. Alright. So I'm gonna flip around and I'm gonna go attack these training vehicles. Yeah, so this is the Hurricane, and just look at these things. Just look at it. 20 rounds apiece. They put it on this thing. Quint is no longer in Dawn. I'll fly up to the medium tank and I'll kick his ass. Oh, Chick-fil-A tea is not okay. No, like, we do not support Chick-fil-A tea. Nor do we support Chick-fil-A, because Chick-fil-A literally does not like LGBTQ people. Okay. Hold on, let me try and get a better shot on it. Yeah, but Chick-fil-A doesn't support, you know... Chick-fil-A is... Yeah. There it is. Oh, come on. Pen the freaking thing. I support LGBTQ plus people. I have multiple friends that are LGBT people. I legitimately, like, I support you unless the things that you do are actively hurting others, or in some way being, or you're in some way an asshole. You unfortunately cannot play on ground in this game as a soldier. However, you can't play as a soldier, but you can play as tanks. Would you like to see? Um. So if you, so here's the thing. I don't care what you do, as long as you aren't actively trying to hurt or put down someone. So if you don't personally like support LGBT people, it's been around since like it's like almost been 10 years. If you don't support LGBT people, I don't care, just as long as you're not actively like going after people who are and like trying to be an asshole to them. So we're just gonna check out. Let's see. Do we want to? Let's go with the Cobra King. Little tidbit about the Cobra King. So we'll switch to current. We'll switch the topic. Like, you know my views. It's just do what you want as long as it's not, as long as you're not being an asshole to others or yourself, or harming others or yourself. So on to the good old Cobra King. This thing was the first, as you can, hold on. As you can see on the side there, it says first and best stone. So the Cobra King was a jumbo Sherman. By the way, if Vander were here, I'd use this as an example of why the Sherman was not a pushover tank. Actually, someone go get Vander. LGBTQ, it's just, it's a subject that is like very easily debated on, and like people have all of their views on it, so I'm just going to try and avoid it now. Like, avoid like picking ones that are another. You just, as long as you aren't an asshole to yourself or others, then I'm fine with whatever. So yeah, so during the Battle of the Bulge, and specifically the Battle of Bastogne, basically a small group of American soldiers were trapped in a town, and were forced to basically fight off like half of the German army. I think it was what, 2 infantry divisions, a anti-aircraft battalion, an artillery unit, and a tank brigade, versus like 2,000 dudes with a few bazookas, a couple versus I think what, 1 small anti-aircraft unit, the 101st, and then the 82nd. So General Patton was tasked with going in and trying to fight off the Germans and save the Americans. And he constantly had to send Sherman tanks into it, try and help them, because they were surrounded by these things. The thing that I'm looking at right here, and that y'all are looking at right here, is the Panther tank. So these two commonly were of it. These two tanks commonly up against each other. And a lot of arguments like are for the Panther and like for the Tiger and for the German like tanks is that they were basically impenetrable from the front. And the Shermans, the American tanks had like I'm just gonna try and position my tank here for a second, and we'll compare the guns on each tank. So you can tell the gun on the Sherman was not as big as the gun on the Panther. But the thing was this is not the largest size. Oh, Quint is inviting me to a party. Give me 1 second. Please give me one brief moment while I do this thing. Hello, Quint.
Debbie,
Hey. Hold on.
I have deep, sexy voice now.
I didn't need to know that, but okay.
You did, well, you did, and I promise you did.
Can y'all on stream hear Quint as well?
I
Quint,
can
just
hear
start.
myself, so yes.
Okay, that's good. I hear lots of things, including the voices in my head. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, so they're nice, aren't they?
So the thing about the Sherman was the first Shermans were good until the Germans made big ass things like the Panther and the Tiger II, the Jagdtiger, the Ferdinand, the Jagdpanzer, the Sturmtiger, the Brumbar, and all that stuff. But to meet every single like tank, like basically the Americans then decided, oh well, you're gonna make a bunch of these different tanks. We're just gonna make our tanks our one tank, but just make it so that way we can change it to fight like anything you build. So to fight the German tanks like the Panther and the Tiger from long range, they built the 76 Sherman, where basically they just put a big ass frick you type gun on the front. It's basically just like that gun, but like bigger and but like on a Sherman. Then they made the Sherman Jumbo, which is what this is, and basically it's a Sherman but like thick. And like it got to the point where the Sherman Jumbo was almost impenetrable from the front due to the fact that it had the sloped armor and that stuff, and you would have to aim for the little machine gun port at the bottom. And yeah, and I'm just gonna take it here. And another popular thing was the Germans did not. Okay, hold on. That's a bad example. Give me a second. Let's see. Let's try to do that. Damn it! You're not helping me out here, Cobra King. Oh, come on. You've killed like at least 20 German tanks, Cobra King. Thank you. Oh, and I just blew myself up off of the explosion. So that was fun. And then there's that beast. The King Tiger. Basically, screw your existence. For love Germany. So yeah. Is Vander in here? Because I have evidence to support why the Shermans were not absolute crap. Alright, so I guess we could switch over to Russia for a hot second. Quint, do you have War Thunder?
I wish, dude. I've been trying to get it for like months.
You do
It's
realize that
expensive.
it is completely free to play on PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox X,
Wait, it doesn't cost money?
Nintendo Switch, I think, and
Wait, War Thunder's free?
yeah, it's completely free.
Oh, I need to get that.
Yeah, and
Long story
it's even
short,
got
I don't have a PS Plus, so
it's even got like legitimately just having just like ordering it on the PS4, you can get a free airplane. Um,
that sounds amazing. I need to get that. I'm gonna
yeah,
get PlayStation Plus for Christmas, so hopefully I'll be back at it soon. But I
nice.
haven't had it for like the past couple weeks, which sucks.
You're going through PS4 withdrawal. I know exactly how you feel. So on to
Indeed.
Russia. We're just gonna talk about Russia for a brief second because basically it was just build it lots, and make sure it can kill things. Um, I want to show this thing off for a hot second because this thing right here is quite literally an artillery gun. So it's an artillery gun, but it could also use like a direct fire type mode thing, I guess. I also want to talk about the BT5. So this one it's hilarious because it holds a world record to this day, and you will not believe the world record. Would you like to hear the world record that it still holds, Quint?
Absolutely.
So the BT5. I don't remember the name, like the Russian name for it, but it was basically like super fast tank. It today. It still holds a record as the tank that jumped the farthest. Literally, I've literally it holds a record as like the farthest jumping tank. They would ramp these things off of like into lakes because Russia. I think max speed was like 40-ish miles per hour.
And
Extremely
what year
fast.
was this in?
It was built around 1933, I think is when it came out. It also had a freaking scary gun for the time. Right now, like, I've got this one, this BT5 can go up to 33 miles per hour. Yeah, literally, it jumped the farthest, like, off of a ramp. Which I just find absolutely hilarious, because the Russians would be the ones to make the tank that, like, literally jumps off a ramp the best.
Wow. I can tell that you're a history person. You told me that like a couple months ago. But like, now I really see how much of a history geek you are.
Yeah. Well, not having a whole lot of friends in elementary / middle school, and like as well as an ability to hyper focus on like the weirdest of things. I absolutely missed that, but I still was able to somehow pen the Panther from the side. Armed with a 45mm cannon. It was, yeah. Not much else really to talk about this other than it was just stupidly fast. It was basically the best way I could describe this thing is it was a go-kart with a gun. We're also dropping viewers, so that's great.
I just like shared it to a couple Discord servers, so
Well,
hopefully
either that or
somebody will
YouTube
join.
is just terrible at like keeping track of how many people are in here, and like
That too.
the chat basically died. I somehow have been doing this for an hour. I've just been talking for an hour straight,
Yeah.
which
I'm not good at talking, that's why I don't stream anymore.
I'm surprisingly good at. So, we'll take a look at one more thing here. Well, there's the Russian Sherman. Oh, one thing. If you get War Thunder, be prepared to cry. Because if you're doing it on your own and you're just like, oh yeah, the KV-1, literally, if I'm facing a KV-1, I shit my pants. Like, it is terrifying. Because the KV-1 is basically a giant metal box of death. And then the Russians said, you know what, we can make it even scarier and dumber. And they made the KV-2. So the KV-2. Are you ready for this? Basically,
Yes.
it is known as the Russian Death Fridge. And you can't get a good look at it right now because War Thunder is being an asshole. Yep, the British Matilda was also scary. Did not go fast whatsoever. Like, the British, their early tanks were either, like, stupidly fast or, like, didn't... Or, like, were snails. So the KV-2. They basically took a KV-1 chassis, or a hull, and made a gigantic turret. Like, a gigantic frick you turret. Like, for... They basically gave cover the middle finger. And proceeded to, add a gigantic 152mm M10 howitzer. This thing launched pig-sized ammunition. It just... If you heard a KV-2 fire, you knew if you were in any sort of vicinity of where the shell dropped, you were dead. And then they did it...
What kind of mileage? Like,
what
how
kind
many
of
miles was the blast range?
Doesn't do miles, but, like, basically, I think, what? Hold on, let me see here.
Miles? What am I? I'm an idiot. By the
So
way, I
the
asked Vander if he wanted to join
typically
me.
what it had was, they would typically use the OF-530, which is a high explosive fragmentation shell. Caliber 152mm, projectile mass 40 kilograms. So it was 40 kilograms. Like, it weighed 40 kilograms. Explosive mass 5.83 kilograms. So basically, it was like a bomb. It, like, launched, like, 250-pound bombs. And unfortunately, I can't get a good, like... Unless maybe... Do they have it? Please tell me that they have... Yes, alright. Thank you. Thank you, Gaijin, for, adding this thing in. So I'm just gonna have that one, and we're gonna go... So if you look over on the stream, Quint, you'll see, like, basically how it could be very scary. Oh, I have a thing. Alright, so this thing right here, the rating screen, the F-100, the jet, I have a thing about that. Remind me about that for after this. Because, yeah.
Okay.
So this is the German version of the KV-2. And this is, like, a little bit, like, later war version. But basically... So you see your target, right? See your target, and then you fire the gun, and let's see if I can get a good, let's see. Way too high, but yeah, it's basically just anything in that vicinity is demolished. It also took about 2 decades to reload. So essentially, the best way I could describe the KV-2 and its gun was, imagine a tank with a Napoleonic era field cannon. Really big, really slow, really deadly. And that is just the KV-2 in a nutshell. So I think this is a good distance, I'm gonna hazard to say. I'll just go with here. Nope, too high, but yeah, it's just freaking thick. Alright, now my little tirade of the F-100. So the F-100 Super Sabre, it was the first supersonic jet aircraft of, like, yeah, exactly, single cell. The KV-2 was meant to destroy bunkers, but fought Panzer IVs and literally fought tank to tank, when it was basically designed to be a siege weapon. Now onto the F-100. So the F-100 was the first like supersonic jet that the U.S. Air Force like used widely. Um, it was it was popularized during the Vietnam War, or like midterm, like in the middle between the Vietnam War and stuff like that. Um, and yeah, it was made by the same guys uh, that made the F-86, which was very fun and very popular and actually like terrifying. And there was, during the Cold War, there was a plan that the U.S. had, which was they would strap a nuclear bomb to an F-100. I think it was called Project Arrow or something like that. So it was a small nuclear bomb that would be fitted to like the left hand like underwing thing, like bomb thing, and they would have a single pilot fly in and basically nuke half the Russian army as they would be advancing towards like advancing across the Iron Curtain. Oliver, are you having directional issues? Right. And so yeah, and literally it would be a suicide mission. And what they do is they would have the pilot loft bomb it, which is they just fly in and like basically yeet the bomb. Like they would literally just chuck the bomb in there by like pulling up really hard, and then as they were pulling up, drop the bomb halfway through like pulling up, and then they'd flip around and they'd have no fuel left, so they'd be captured by the Russians. And if they properly did that, then the Russians would be very pissed off and probably kill them for nuking half of the Russian force. So yeah. Yeah, the idiots flew prepared, pretty much. So, here's the question. Do we want to do some actual proper gameplay? I might hop it.
Me?
No. Like,
I don't know.
Do y'all want to see
Oh
an
yeah.
actual fighting? I'll do like just a couple of battles, like with an aircraft or two in like against some AI, but like just to give you like a feel for some of these aircraft. Ooh. Keen vision, awareness, stamina, all those things. All right, Quint. Which aircraft do you wanna see? Like, just have a little bit of combat.
Let's see. I'm just looking at your stream to see. Which ones are the options?
Legitimately anything you want. Alright, so if it doesn't have like a little thing that says like research or whatever, so like this one, stuff like this where it's got like the 18,000 or whatever, I can't use, nor can I use like anything in the red or like anything over here, unless like if it has the little numbers under it, then I can't use it. But anything else I can, and you can go with USA, Germany, USSR, Great Britain, Japan, China, Italy, not French, and Sweden. So yeah.
Is that P-34G right there, on the left, or is that like P-54G? Something like that, 54 or something like that.
The B-34, this one.
Yeah.
No, I have not eaten yet. I'm thinking probably.
She's being fired.
Okay.
Yes. This thing.
Yes.
What?
Alright, let's get into the lineup. So, just before he starts. This is a it's a bomber.
I'm a bomber. I'm the
Okay.
It's made yeah, it was made by Lockheed, if I recall correctly. So there's that, and yeah. So we'll see here. We'll hop into this custom one. No. Artillery bombing mission. And we're gonna make it so that way there's not too many enemies or friendlies, because if there's too many enemies or friendlies, like, things will break. Like, yeah. We'll put a good 14 bombers. I know it says 10, but it should be 14. And 18 fighters. And we'll go with the BF-110. And then we'll do this, yes, and then single cell I'll do the Spitfire next. So yeah. B-34 wasn't really that notable. It fought in the Pacific. Saw a little bit of action. Saw a little bit of action in the European theater, but for the most part was pretty forgotten. I'm gonna flip around here and like form up behind these guys just that way I actually see some combat. Oh, I named this aircraft the Cerberus. Oh dear Christ. That's friendly. Okay. I think they're going for me. Which I do not buy this. So I'm gonna do this. Go with a sneaky on them. And I might literally become a dogfighting bomber. Because why the frick not? Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. Alright, come here. Who's ready to tango with the Wrangler? Gonna casually shoot that guy down. Hop up here. Shoot down him. Okay, oh dear Christ. Oh dear Christ. That's an engine out. Frick. Oh dear, oh god, okay. Don't run into friendly bomb. Yeah, sorry, get him, Gunner, get him. I do not have any jets. And bombs away. Oh god, it is raining bombs. Oh, the Germ. Oh, they're surrounding me. Got him. Oh, that is a tasty fire. Um. There that goes. No, I will not be going for the squadrons yet. I will be. I'm preferring to go for the Firecrest, which is a British aircraft. Clint, do you have Battlefield 1? I mean Battlefield 5, or either of
I
them?
used to, but I got rid of my PS Now. That was back when I was on PS Now. It's not anymore, so I don't have it.
Yeah, get some.
Oh.
Yeah, can't take me down. Some chocolate nuts. Let's go. Okay, okay, I'm sorry. Hey, knock it off. Stop it. Hey, no. Bad BF-110. Oh my gosh, I'm free-willying it. Has a dogfight between a BF-110 and a freaking B-34. Because historical accuracy is for nerds. There we go. Finally got him. And with that, there's that battle over. We shall be doing I wouldn't call the Firecrest fragile and sluggish. Nah, I wouldn't. It's just not it's just not as good as like a Hurricane, Spitfire, Tempest, or Typhoon. Alright, let's see. Do we want... Let's go with the Mark II-A. Switch to realistic battles, and hold on. Yes, wanted that. Realistic battles, and then yeah, it's no Wyvern, that's for sure. No, screw the Italians. I hate their pasta-powered. I hate their pasta-powered linguine launchers. Is that racist? Quint, what do you think?
No.
Is
To me, no, I wouldn't say so.
No, I am not doing Spitfires versus BV-238. I never underestimate the BV-238, because as I like to call it, it's the mother duck and will kick your ass. If you don't know what the BV-238 is, it's also known as the mothership. And basically, imagine if the entire U.S. defense budget was put into a single German aircraft. It is like 120 feet long with a like 110-foot wingspan. It's got like basically it's got 7 or 8 turrets, and each one of those turrets has at least 4 guns to it. So it's like literally just death. It's basically like the first version of the AC-130. Just huge guns everywhere, and it will screw your face up. Getting a little bit of lag, but not too much, hopefully. So a little tirade about the British machine guns here. So the 7.7mm machine guns, they're good, but they're also not. It's really a hit or miss. Don't finish the song. And so what
Hit or miss. I guess I never
Damn
missed,
it.
huh?
Oh
Dude,
dear
I have.
Christ, I regret having this many. Oh god, my PS4 literally like just nearly died. Also, why did the German aircraft keep happening? Oh! It's this glitch. Fuck this glitch.
You got a boyfriend, I bet he doesn't kiss you.
Okay, that's a hit. Anyway, so typically what the machine guns on the Spitfire in this game, and like the British machine guns, what they like to do is they like to sparkle. But every once in a while, like, you get a couple of, like, just, you barely get anything, but then, like, once they start connecting, it just rips it apart. Okay, come on. Oh my jeez. Fuck. Why is this glitch like this? Like, I can't see where my rounds are landing. There it is. Just took, you know, 2,800 rounds because I can't freaking see where my guns are landing and this is realistic. So of course the guns are gonna be hella inaccurate. So if they hit, if enough of the rounds hit home, it will take apart the enemy. But you gotta like actually hit home with a number home. Because if you don't, then that basically they'll just be like, oh, am I supposed to do anything? How about no? See, like, right there, like, they're just slightly pinging off them, and that's about it. And I'm realizing that I probably just repeated myself like 20 freaking times, and like, probably one of the most boring things anyone has ever watched. Except for golf. Like, who sits down and watches golf and says, this is riveting stuff?
My
Psychopath.
papa did.
Okay, psychopaths and your papa, or your grandpa, or whoever.
Wait,
Psychopaths and old
did
people.
Hound Company get... Did Hound Platoon get new helmets?
What now?
Did Hound Platoon get new helmets?
Yes. So did Raptor.
Dude, it looked so good. Wait, Raptor got new helmets?
Yeah.
Look, let me see this. Like a Rybier.
Oh, that's a Spitfire in my face. And, oh dear Christ. Hey, pattern is full. Hey. No need to crouch, guys. We can output on that go around.
No, Raptors had these helmets for like a month or two. I think 3 months. Unless
Frick.
Raptors not.
I just got rammed by a suicidal German pilot. Hello there. Hey, no, don't. You're not legally allowed to shoot my team. Oh god, I hate this glitch. So it makes all of like the enemy aircraft's engines look like they're stopped. Yeah, they basically broke the mission editor. So if you'll notice, like if you look at the props on the enemy aircraft, they all look like they are stopped. And another thing is, I actually can't see the tracers. I see. Alright, no. See, it looks like the propeller is stopped. And I also can't see where my rounds are actually landing. Like, I can't. You should be able to see, like, the gun should look like that coming from me. Wait, sinker? No, it's not down.
What about sinker?
What do you mean? What do you mean sinker? I've just been streaming about the history of. I've just been streaming about the history of of aircraft in World War II, and now I'm complaining about the glitches.
What
Yeah,
sinker is this? Is this like...
As in, the Supreme Overlord sinker?
As in 104 sinker?
Yes. At least
He's watching you. Whoa. That's... Yo, what's up, sinker? I got banned. Can you unban me? I'm kidding. I mean, not really. Yeah. Sorry, I'll shut up now.
Wait, we must... Alright, wait, hold on. We must test. You must test whether or not this is the real sinker. Alright, sinker. Do you remember the prop jockeys? Do you know what I mean when I say prop jockeys? Or swordfish shenanigans. If he knows what I'm talking about, then it's the real sinker. Okay, I believe you, but okay. You want me to at you in global right now? Yep, it's you.
Huh. Yeah. Are we actually... Please don't talk about me getting banned. If Dark finds out that I asked Sinker about it, he's gonna kill me. And he's gonna actually permanently ban me. And I don't want that to happen. I don't even know if I'm actually permanently banned. I don't know, because the way they said it, it was so confusing.
I don't even remember why why you were banned. I think it was like you were being annoying or something.
I was banned for, quote, extreme toxicity. I mean, I'm not really gonna defend myself over it because, truthfully, I was kind of toxic about it. I don't know why.
So it's me, Zabkus, and then the one who is talking about banishment is Quint.
Yeah, I doubt he remembers me.
Yeah.
We've spoken a few times.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Former member of Dawn was banned for extreme toxicity, according to him. We've been streaming for 1 hour and 37 minutes. Would you like to
About
join me, Sinker, and like, I don't know, play low tier stuff because that's all that I've got? Oh yeah, that's right. Forgot about that. Get well soon.
all get well soon, sicker, sorry you're ill, or quote unquote sick. Why did I say quote
Yeah,
unquote?
he's got. I think he's got. If I recall correctly, he's got
Merry
COVID.
Christmas.
Yes, and a Happy New
Well,
Year.
you have COVID, sicker? Oh shoot,
Second
dude.
time, I think.
Oh my gosh, man. Well, Merry Christmas and Happy Boxing Day, because I found out what that is for you Brits. Haha.
Yeah. All right.
Boxing Day.
Let's see here. Let's go with. Let's just play around with. Ooh. I'm gonna teach y'all how to do a premium Soviet bush piloting. So first off, what you do is you take a tiny freaking aircraft. You load it up with bombs and other rounds and other things. And then literally basically to do a proper Soviet bush piloting stuff, what you do is you fly around and you fly through trees. Like, you just give trees and physics the middle finger and say, haha, screw you, I'm Russian. And they always crash. Why are there always like 2 LE5s freaking eat shit? If you're wondering what this is the I-16. It's a later war version. Basically, the I-16 was, imagine a soup can with wings. It's the best way to describe it. Tiny, maneuverable as hell, and very, very Russian. It was mandatory to
Oh,
blast
one of
hard
those
base.
old Mexican planes.
No, what?
Yeah, the Mexican planes. Those things are like really, they were like soup cans with wheels and wings.
No,
And
this is the
guns.
I-16. The
Is that like German?
no, this is Russian. The
Russia.
usually an IL
Those
no,
yes.
what was it? It was the I ship. And I'm currently shooting down a freaking IL. Why won't this is wait, why what? There we go. One.
What happened? Okay.
I finally killed the IL-2.
Should I DM Stinker and talk to him about getting unbanned?
No, he's going to bed. It's like the middle
Well,
of the
like
night for him.
not now. I mean, like.
I mean, you could. Sticker was the one who gave me Nitro. Because he's epic.
Yeah, dude, I want to get unbanned so bad, and I can't talk to Dark about it because Dark said if I talk to him about it, about his decision, then I'm gonna get permanently put on the NTR list, meaning that I'll never get to come back. Which
I'm gonna withhold like talking about the 104th a lot because I once did that in the past.
understandable.
I did that in the past, and I said things like in a way that sounded like absolutely terrible, and like and I didn't mean for them to come out like the way that they did, but they came out the way that they did, and that resulted in me sounding
Trust
like a
me,
complete
I can
asshole.
relate to that because those type of things are the exact reason that I got banned. And every part of me wishes that I could take it back because I had no good reason to say it. And it screwed me over. But anyways,
Yeah.
how's your Christmas, Zabby?
I have basically had like no breaks whatsoever, like weekends.
In
Liter
terms of school?
Yeah. So typically my weekday is Monday. I'm talking with Quint. So it's Monday. I'm at the school from 7:15 a.m. till 3:30 p.m. I'll go home till about what 6:30, and from 6:30 to 8 o'clock it's a debate practice, and then I come home, do homework if I haven't already done that, and then Tuesdays it's um then for Tuesdays it's 7:30 to 3:30. Then I chill out. Wednesdays 7:15 a.m. till 3:30, and then chill out. Thursday and like and by chill out I don't mean like actually proper chill out. I just do homework typically.
Yeah.
And then Thursdays it's 7:30 to 3:30, and then 6:30 to 8. Fridays it's 7:15 till 3:30, and then it's like prepping and making sure that I've got things ready for Saturday. Saturdays it's debate tournaments, and those usually go from like 8:30 till 2 to 3 o'clock. So yeah. No, I will not be debating this weekend. Uh, yes, I will be student caucusing. I almost forgot I must
I
teach y'all the way of the Soviet Bush pilot.
Wow.
I think it's Friday night. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna flip around here and I'm gonna bomb this train. So the way to properly bush pilot is you fly low and you fly fast. So for example, if you're over a riverbed, you must try and maintain below like 70 feet as much as you can.
Wait, who's this? Who's Sue Upster? I don't know who that is.
Uh, Blabber, I think. I want to say, yeah.
Blabber. 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 Blab. 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 I Blabber. I think. Well, me and Giants are making Star Wars faction server on bedrock. I'm tired of Caesar and this freaking Minecraft faction servers. I love Caesar, don't get me wrong, but like him and Minecraft factions, no. Yeah.
Kaboom. Oh dear Christ, that was almost water in my face. Alright, 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 alright. Okay. Nope, not gonna be able to make that one. Actually, probably. Screw it, let's do it. Now we're trying to flip around here and go through a very small portion of a bridge. And pray that I don't die. Oh, no. Oh, I somehow... Okay. Could've gone better. That's what I'm gonna say. So I'm gonna hop into one thing and so then just like dink around for like the next like 15-ish minutes and then I'll probably be getting offline because at that point I've been on for a while and I gotta study for semester finals. Woohoo!
Same though. I had my math, and I had my algebra and my American history exams today, and then tomorrow I have English, I have ELA, and physical science.
Oof.
Yep.
Right.
And then I'm done for the rest of the year until January 1st/8th. I'm not entirely sure.
Nice. So at least you got that to look forward to.
Mm-hmm. You're a sophomore, aren't you?
No, I'm a junior.
Imagine me, dude, I'm in 8th grade. Lol.
No, you're not.
I am, I'm not kidding. I'm in 8th grade and I have a deeper voice than you. That's so sad.
Thanks for reminding me about that.
I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
Uh-huh. Sure you are.
I'm kidding.
Totally kidding.
I
Totally
don't even know how my
kidding.
voice got this deep. I just woke up one day and I'm like so cracked. I'm so sexy, like.
That is one
Hey,
thing that
that's-
you are not.
Oh, you want to bet? You want to see? Oh, I'm sending you a picture of me right now.
Of course you are.
I just took this yesterday, so. I just took this yesterday, so like,
Ooh, let's go to the American desert. Bots on tanks. Ready for this epic password?
You know what? I have such a great password. There you go. Now, feast your eyes, because this picture might actually make you gay. That was a figure of speech, by the way. I don't really think it will. Alright, come on, picture. Send.
Alright, I got it. Hot. Dude,
I know, right?
Dude, you look like an off-brand Zac Efron.
Zac Efron, of all people, you compare me to Zac Efron.
No, oh wait, no, who was that guy? Frickin', what's his face? What's his nuts? He sang, like, what did he sing? He sang Sweatshirt.
Jacob Sartorius?
Yes.
Did you just compare me to the
Yes.
most annoying person of all time?
Yes, I very much did, and I very much mean it. I'm kidding. I'm kidding, mostly.
You know what? Now that you say that, I'm gonna make
You can actually see it.
so much fun about your voice. How do I look like? Honestly, I'm not gonna ask you questions because I don't No.
You fear for the
Because
answer?
now I'm thinking about it. No.
People call me the roast master general.
Honestly, though, you're such a roaster.
I'm what you call a baller. I'm savage lit tight fam. That hurt to say. Like, I felt physical pain from saying that. Alright, where are the enemies? Where are the enemies located at? Found one. Is that a Stug? Is das dann Sturmgeschütz? Say what you want about, you know, German tanks and whatnot. They knew how to name them very crazily. You know, like the Panzer? You know, they didn't just call it a Panzer. They called it a freaking Panzerkampfwagen. Oh, that's gonna be... That's a hit. No joy. Did not deter the tide of the German... of Das Wehr, of the Wehr. Oh, that's true. Wait, is this the map with the moving train? Where's the moving train?
Yes. Sinker said he'd talk to me about my banning tomorrow. Please, oh god. Please.
Where's the freaking moving train, Gaijin? Where is it? There it is. I just slightly... I blew up the train! Yes! Suck it. Suck it, whoever's trying to travel today. They're Hey, guys, you gotta actually defend the points. No. Frick. Frickety frick frick frick. This is Hot Sauce 1, we're going down. Time to switch to the M4. I want to use M61. You can load, you can do it if you're back into it. Oh my god! Brit! Turn the damn tank! Idiots. It's like babysitting a birthday party. Frickin' Hotshot Charlie, my tank is done with her shit. Hey! Get on the plane. No, don't capture A. Prevent them from capturing B. the way. Oh, that's an enemy. Oh, and that's done. That's another enemy. Alright, where are y'all? Oh. I just Oh, I killed it. Oh, there's a guy over there. Let's go forward. This M3 lead needs a freaking medal. Absolute shatters me. The line. Say goodbye to your infrastructure. I hit him. I got and hit. Wait, there's a guy right there?
Are you still streaming?
Yes. Going on.
I could have sworn you said you were gonna stop streaming at like 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, I know. I'm doing this one last battle type thingamabob and then
You said that last time.
I'm still fighting the same battle.
Oh, you're still in the same. Okay. I.
You get it. You got it. Oh, it took me. Hello there. Gotcha. Let's go do some good old tank wrestling. wander out to the open. Let's go first. Oh, that's the worst that can happen. Oh, that's even more of the worst that could happen. Help, I am slightly overrun. Just a tad.
Yo, word up, set him up.
No, who is this Jazz? Look,
Yo, I heard the boy in the club he is all of that. I hope he's gonna be actually some music too. I mean, now he's not his experiences, man. Then who is?
Wait. Do not tell me that all of my teammates over here died.
how do you do it? Right?
Oh, dear. Jesus Christ. No, you cannot have my soul. It's mine. I found it first. You better not be shooting at me. Just casually backing up onto the point. La da 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 da. 2 hours 4 minutes. That's how long I've been streaming. I'm just gonna say screw it. I'm gonna go get a aircraft. I'm gonna bomb them because why not?
Honey, I'll be back in a minute. I'm gonna go get a snack.
Quick, Jazz, hi, man. Oh man, I thought you said your uncle was asleep.
Because you know, you just need bombing thing. You just need to bomb things every once in a while. Get the body and the mind, you know, really worked up and into a good state of life. You know?
What? Television program on farm practices in the Midwest. Oh, look, Arnold the pig is wearing 80 hours for
420. Oh, we just passed 420.
Turn it off. Go to bed.
Look at this majestical P47. Fuck. Oh, that is a lot of fire.
What does that smell?
Let's strafe this thing.
I'm sorry, I thought I was alone.
And absolutely miss.
No, I don't mean that.
So there's too many dead tanks to tell which ones are dead versus which ones are alive. Let's see here. I think I got that. Kaboom! Got him. And flipping around, and machine gun.
Never seen so much trash in one car.
This is gonna look so epic from the ground. Unfortunately, I can't see it from that perspective.
Where did you get this car? Bought it at Viv. With the money I saved from my allowance and my part-time job at the restaurant.
What did you get insurance?
What are you watching?
Check this out, Uncle Phil. I got
What are
this
you
cool
watching?
Did
Did you get insurance?
They're running out the Panzers. Oh god.
His mom used to date him.
It's like they're running out the Bulls, but with tanks.
No, but I got this real phone number.
There's actually two of them. So this is quite legitimately following history. It's like the Germans started out great, like capturing everything, but then America stepped in. It's like no, and now it's just two random tanks. Nope, make that 3.
You can't throw me out. I'm already outside.
With the power of democracy, I banish you to the Shadow Realm. Die. You're not. He didn't die. What is this, Stalinium-based warfare?
Who is it?
Hey, Mom. I know it's late, but I really need to talk.
Just casually going 90 miles per hour. Zoom. I might just call it right here and just say, you know what, it's fine. Cause, yeah, it's 7:34. I gotta do actual things. So here's my plan. I'm gonna strafe this guy. And then Kamikaze. And with that, I thank you all for watching. Surprised that anyone actually did watch.